All right, welcome back. We continue live right here as Gene puts on his cell phone by accident.
Unprofessional.
What was that ringtone you had there, Gene?
Oh, no, that was a video starting. I don't know what it was.
Oh, okay, video starting. Anyway, 412-575-2600 is the number. We also have some Twitter action coming in. Really? Mr. Sunshine says this on Twitter. The season was a disaster. They didn't win the cup, didn't come close. It was an epic failure. Any reason for any team that doesn't win a championship is a failure. It's that simple. Mr. Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Let's go out to Tony in Brookline. Hey, Tony, how you doing?
Yeah, Bob, I got one comment. I think it's time for Chris Letang to be gone. He's been making a lot of mistakes all year.
He's had a bad year from that point of view, yes, but I still think the guy has a lot of upside. He logs an awful lot of minutes. There's a lot of good that he does. You know, he did score a goal last night, and he's capable of doing that. Yes, he needs to not pinch as often as he does. He has to be more selective, I guess, is what I'm saying, Gene, because when he does, he puts himself in sometimes no man land, and then everyone has to start covering for him, and, you know, it could lead to massive areas of real estate available.
Yeah, Letang really got roasted in the last 48 hours here for the play that set Kuznetsov free in Game 5, and then, you know, not as egregious a play, but again in Game 6. But Chris Letang is like one of those NFL cornerbacks that just gambles a little bit too much. He's a really talented.
That's a good
player.
analogy.
Yeah, he's a really talented player, and you know, if he was gone, you would miss him more than you think.
Yeah, especially with the number of minutes he logs. I mean, that's. Right. But again, there could be a team, and I'll look at teams like, for example, he has a no-trade limited list of 12 teams I think he can go to. And if someone does make an offer and say, hey, we'd like him, because you could look at a team like, for example, who's close to winning, you know, Toronto. With young talent up front, they may need a guy who can move the puck the way that he does. Or Montreal is his hometown, or Edmonton. Edmonton's, you know, they need puck-moving defensemen, so maybe somebody would be willing to do it. We'll see. Again, I think people don't appreciate him as much as they should right now. Sean in Johnstown. Hey, Sean, how are you?
Good. Thank you for taking my call. Everyone's mad about the Pens, but yep, the season's over. We had a great 3 seasons. But now we have to look at the Vegas Golden Knights, where you're basically getting the 7th best player off of everyone's team, and everyone's surprised that they're doing well. I just wanted to hear your guys' thoughts on that, and who do you think the favorite is from here on out?
Well, again, I think Tampa and the Jets will be my 2 teams, but I think that's a good point he brings up, Gene. Vegas was given every advantage there, but the thing was they took advantage of it, and Gerard Gallant is a very good coach.
Yeah,
who was left on the curb and had to take a taxi out of Florida.
Absolutely, but this is an excellent point, and they are a great story, really, really a historic accomplishment, what's going on in Las Vegas. I mean, if they didn't win another game this year, they'd still be one of the best hockey stories of the year. And
they call themselves the Golden Misfits, because they feel like they were, you're right, they were good players who were just had to be left off.
Right. Spare parts.
I thought they would be okay, a good team. I never thought this, though, did you?
Oh, no. I mean, I wasn't sure they'd be okay. I mean, they're an expansion team. Come on.
Yeah, but if you looked at their roster, some of these guys, like Neal, for example, like Fleury, I knew they would be good there. Even a backup goaltender like Malcolm Subban.
On the way through too.
They have. And, you know, Carlson, I don't think anyone saw William Carlson being what he is, a 43-goal scorer. Columbus just let him go. But he didn't have that sort of success there. All right, let's go to Rick real quick and Elizabeth. Hey, Rick, how are you?
Good, Bob. How are you guys doing?
All right, what's up?
Real quick, 3 points. Holtby over Murray. I think Trops over Sullivan in terms of coaching. And then no production from our secondary scoring.
All 3 good points, I think. I mean, I thought Barry Trotz, for as much maligned as he is around here, he did some really good things. He used Verona a lot in Game 6. He moved him, I thought, to the second line. I thought he moved him to the first line. Chandler Stevenson, this guy Nathan Walker. They trusted all these young kids, and they had to.
Verona is a really good player, but I always liked Barry Trotz, and he did a great job in the series. He beat the Penguins without 3 of his top 6 forwards.
On the road. And he's won 3 consecutive division championships, so he's a pretty good coach. We'll take a break. Back after this.